the man, the late Akwabua Senior and Akwabua Junior doing their thing over there. And yes, it brings us back into our conversation this morning here on the show. And we're talking about the creative arts industry and what's the incoming if it's voted into office, the Vice President of the Republic and also the flag bearer of the NPP, His Excellency Dr. Bawumia, intends to do for the creative arts industry. We're looking at tourism, we're looking at music, we're looking at film and all of that. He's mentioned a few things that will be letting you in and have a conversation around that. In the studio this morning, I've got Kwame Dadze. He's the host of Showbiz A to Z on Joy 99.7 FM, and he's a family of the MGL. And so it's always good to have him over here. Last week he was here with us. He continues to, last two weeks, and last week he didn't show up. The other people showed up and made it happen. Okay, so yeah. But I also have my very own uncle. But this man is not new to the entertainment industry. I mean, if you're in the entertainment industry and you don't know Secret Safo, it means you were born yesterday, because this man has been everywhere. Film, creative-wise, he's been in every aspect that you expect him to be there. Just that sometimes he gets angry because some things are not done well, and he just goes off. And then he comes back. And then, but at the end of the day, he's looking for solutions. It's good to have you here. When are we doing another Hawk? Okay, so...
But you forgot one thing. You also went into soap production.
Oh, Kwame, that's what I was saying. Yes. I was asking, when would
soap production?
When would...
Soap, liquid soap.
So, liquid soap.
Yeah, now I'm doing sobolo.
You said the film industry.
He has left the film industry to go and do
that sobolo. Was then, but now he has come back to the film industry.
So you're doing sobolo now?
Yeah.
How come you've not shared that way?
Oh, okay, I'll bring you.
Yeah, but you come here all the time.
It's the best sobolo you can have.
I can't say it's the best. I've not tasted it.
Oh, okay.
So it's the
I'll
best
bring
to
you.
It's not best to me. So let me taste it.
You'll be served.
If it's best or not.
Okay. My wife is watching and...
Okay, please, wifey, we need it. We need the sobolo here in the studio.
Yeah, okay.
She should even be giving us every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll sponsor you.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do. Thank
you. Please, not you alone.
Oh, not you.
So, but thank you so much for making time for us this morning. We really appreciate it. Now, these are things that the NPP says they want to do. Bawumia's vision, as part of his vision, he says that we will set up the Creative Arts Fund to support artists. In addition to completing the theater in Kumasi, we will construct new theaters in Takoradi and Tamale.
KMJ, a moment. This is manifesto promise.
Yeah. So we'll start from there. We'll start from manifesto promise.
Bawumia, so
oh no, we'll start from the manifesto promise, and
they are
we'll get into what he wants to introduce.
They are manifesto promise.
So this was in 2020. Why?
Before we started the show,
no, he will come. He's coming.
I warned him.
That warning works off air, not on air.
Okay.
Thank you. Given that our artists do not have the capital to set up studios, we will, as part of the entrepreneurial hubs strategy, establish in partnership with the private sector large recording studios in Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, and Takoradi. Recording artists can rent space to do the recording in these studios. The fourth one says that we will build a digital platform for artists to make their products available to the global markets. And then they said that we will construct one of the biggest convention and exhibition centers in the world at the Ghana Trade Fair Company site. If you know what that site right now is heading towards, you will not be amused at all, especially when you hear what they said they wanted to use that site for. So these were things that were said in the manifesto in 2020.
Okay.
Uncle Socrates is part of the NPP party and has held positions there. You were not able to achieve all of these, but I'll come back. I'll come to you. Now, moving forward, these were the promises made by His Excellency Dr. Bawumia. He says that they will introduce digital and streaming platforms for artists, to provide tax incentives for film producers and musicians, to implement e-visa system for international visitors, and we will build on the year of return, beyond the return, and December in Ghana. Let's look at the first ones in 2020.
Okay. Let's take them one by one.
What exactly? Do we have what we call the Creative Arts Fund?
No, because the Creative Arts law has been passed, the act has been passed, and they are now working on the LI. It is the completion of the LI that will establish the fund.
And it's taking how long?
It's taking quite a long time. I'm not
Just for
happy.
an airline to be passed?
Yes, I'm not
Something
happy.
as serious as this, that a
You see,
party said?
unfortunately, I am not happy about that. And left for me alone, this is something that we should speed it. But unfortunately, if you check the records, you will see that when it comes to some of these things, it takes too much time. Unnecessary.
Which should not be the case.
Which should not be the case. Not just for the arts. Most of the airlines that we have on various sectors.
So in your opinion, would you say the NPP failed when it comes to...
No, not failed. I said this has been the norm in Ghana when it comes to
But they
laws.
promised that they would be able to achieve it.
Yes,
so
we
we're not talking
promised
about
we will
norm,
be
we're
able
talking
to...
about you making a promise and you want to achieve the promise. If it's a norm for someone, it shouldn't be a norm for you.
Yes, but unfortunately, that is
So
what...
would you say that they failed in...
No.
Because I want us to take it one by one.
Failure.
And see if they
No.
failed or not.
Wait. To say that somebody has failed
You
is
couldn't
when
make
the
it
person...
work.
Wait. We pass the law.
And that's not enough. Passing the law alone is not enough.
But
the
setting
thing
up-
is not in execution. You've not executed it. If you pass a law and halfway you stop, that's not execution.
Setting up the fund is a process. It cannot happen in a vacuum.
Yes, I
You
agree.
need a regulation before you set it up.
Yeah.
And now we have started the process. We've gotten to a point, and I'm telling you that...
That was in 2020.
Yes, and I'm telling you that this has been the norm in every sector when it comes to the film bill that was passed. Do you know they are still working on the act at the LI?
Why?
That is why I'm telling you that sitting here personally, I'm not happy.
But the NPP should have made a difference.
Yes, but at least if you check how far we have gone with it, compared to other sectors and previous records, you will see that we have come far. We have done better in terms of...
We can't just complete it.
This is something that you and I sitting on this platform today. What can we do about it? Fine, you want to say that we have failed. I will say that we have not failed because when the glass is half empty and the glass is half full, it's just semantics.
Yes, but a legislative instrument.
That is
for
what you and I will say, but I'm telling you, the details is in there. The difference is in the details, how far we have come, what we have done, or what we are doing about it.
Okay. In addition to completing
So
the theater in Kumasi,
the fact is, the fund has not been established as is in the past.
which to me is a failure.
Which to
you
me
is not.
is
So
not.
leave it at
But
that. I'm
looking
sure
at
to
what
many
we have
creative
done, looking at
people,
what we
it's a
have done
failure.
about it, I will say that we have chalked some sources.
But as long as
because we
nobody's
have passed the
benefiting
law.
from this,
Wait.
for me, it's a failure, and I'm sure most creative people would also.
You
say
only say it's a failure
Moving on to
when
the
you
next
have something. You have nothing to compare. But
This is
if
as-
you have
this is
something
this is
to
as good as
wait,
not
wait,
doing
wait,
it
wait,
at
wait.
all.
If you have
not even
something,
starting the process at all.
you say
This is as good as not starting the process at all.
no, you don't say that. You are an
If you start something and
you
you
are
don't
an
execute
intellectual.
it
Please,
to-
please,
to the-
please,
to the-
please, please.
to
This
the
is
lab.
public. Please, this is public TV. We are sitting on public TV. Please don't say that. When you start a process,
and you don't complete it.
Master, it's work in progress.
Oh, no,
You
that-
can't just
no, that
stand
one
up
I'm
and
not
say
saying.
that
That-
I have put $10 million without any regulations.
Kwame,
So if you
let me-
start the
let me
regulation,
finish with here and I'll come and you.
if you start the process,
And
you
you
say
don't
that you have not
complete
achieved.
it.
But it's work in progress.
For how
It's
many
work
years?
in
For how many
progress.
years?
Whatever years, I'm telling you, I'm looking at how far we have come, even having been able to pass the law and set up a committee working on the LI
Alone.
alone is an achievement.
pass.
And it's leading to the establishment of the fund.
So it will complete when we are done with, this year.
I am not
Or they
part
have
of the...
stopped-
Wait,
stopped pursuing.
they haven't stopped working. I'm not part
That's
of
what
the
I'm saying.
committee.
That so
No, I'm not part of the committee.
yes,
So if you get members of the committee, then you can
then you
ask
share the
them
thoughts
how
of
they-
the committee.
Yes.
That's what I'm asking you. That
Yeah, but I'm telling you that, wait, I'm
year.
telling you that work has started. It's a different thing that we have started. We start for a certain 8 years that we didn't see anything at all. But I'm telling you that work has started. The law has been passed. What is left is the LI. The fund can be established after the LI.
Exactly.
So you don't say that we have failed. We have
We don't
started
have
the process.
We don't have a fund.
We don't have a fund, but we have the
Okay.
process
That
leading
will
to
give
the
us the
fund.
fund.
Yeah.
It's in the pipeline.
This is not a pipe. This is documentation, regulation.
So let's go to the next one.
Because the fund is not going to be something like Yenchenia, you call people just to dish out. No, it comes to source, where to source the fund from and all that. The money will come from various areas. So when the board sits, They do a lot of work. It's not something that you call people, come and sit down, and then they talk back. No.
They have to take it.
You look at the source of the fund, you check whether there can be, because various sources also have their regulations.
It shouldn't take us 8 years, but that's I don't want you to argue on that. So let's move on to the next one. In addition to completing the theater in Kumasi, we'll construct new theaters in Takoradi and Tamale. Do you have those?
Yes, we are working on it now. You go to... Yes, you have to... We didn't say that we are going to buy a theater from Accra Mall. Do you understand? We didn't say we are going to buy a theater from Accra Mall. We will construct. Go, and you will see the construction going on now.
What is the work percentage now? 70?
Oh, I'm not the engineer or the this thing there. But when we go there, you can send your cameras there right now. There was a certain radio, a TV station I went and they sent somebody to the venue and the guy was there.
I can't see anything.
I can't see anything. Meanwhile, the thing is there, but the guy is somewhere saying that there is nothing there. Only for them to come back and say that, oh, it was there. So you can send your camera, go to Accra Museum, behind the museum, in between the museum and the cathedral. There's an open space there, and you can see that. Yeah, you've seen it.
It doesn't look...
It doesn't look what?
In terms of percentage, it doesn't look like something that would be completed.
When was the last time you went there?
I'm talking about when? Was it like last 2 weeks or
last 2 weeks?
So, yeah.
And you didn't see the structures?
I didn't see, per my estimation...
Your estimation?
Okay. Yeah, what the completion rate is supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is your expectation. Fine. But at least something is going on.
Well...
Don't say, well, I'm asking you a question. So something is going on.
Yes, but to me, the period you guys said you were going to do this and where we are right now, that is not what I'm supposed to be seeing. I'm sure every creative person...
What was the period? What timelines did you give you?
I mean, these are your things that you guys said 8 years ago.
8 years ago, what did we say?
These are things you said you wanted
to do. 8 years ago, we said what?
8 years ago, you said you would build 9 theaters.
Quote as well.
Which one is... But that's the truth.
That quote. No, wait.
We don't even have one.
This is an Englishman.
We are all English people.
No.
8 years ago.
And we said what?
Okay. I want the 8 years one.
Yeah.
Not this one.
8 years. I know you are.
I have it right here. You go on. I have it.
No, let's wait for him.
No, the things you said
you will pursue.
Wait.
You will pursue.
Earlier you said what?
So you want to use the pursue grammar here?
Wait. Grammar? I'm talking about what you said.
Construction of large seating theaters in all regions except Accra.
Good.
Beginning from Takoradi, Tamale, and Kumasi.
And what have we done?
Nothing.
Yes, now.
You said you were there and you've seen the construction.
But that one is not completed.
We said we will pursue the construction.
So you are still pursuing?
No.
So you use
we have to wait, my brother, wait.
Okay.
We came, there was nothing there.
We know.
But that one, yeah.
And we said,
we voted
you voted for us.
Yes.
And we promised you that we will pursue the construction.
Yeah.
We didn't say that again, let me repeat. We didn't say we are going to buy a theater, come and put it there. We said we will pursue the construction. Fine. We have pursued, and fortunately, per our efforts, we have now got 3 going. Now, 5 was signed,
to be honest,
and 3 has taken off.
This is woefully, I don't know.
Why?
It's woeful.
This is what we promised. Because, like I said, you don't come into office...
under-delivered. Because if you promised 8 years ago
that we will pursue something, and we have judged us by what we said.
And even within
we
that
said
period,
we will pursue. The thing is that there. For those who don't understand, last sitting, Masa, you see, except Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who we all credit for certain things that for me, if these governments from after Kwame Nkrumah, if all the governments have had the benefit of Kwame Nkrumah, most of them will have done better because Kwame Nkrumah was the only person who came to inherit funds. He only decides what he wants to do and instructs the bank to sponsor it. The money was here. But this one,
to inherit empty coffers.
Yes.
How?
That is a fact, please. That is a fact. Every government after Nkrumah only comes and have to look for funding.
5 amphitheaters.
In general.
Funds for everything.
No.
Please. Please, don't let us go into it. We are not talking. We are not talking economics here.
Yeah,
but the facts are
if you
there
want to
that
bring that economics
the only
back,
president that we have had in Ghana who only have to decide what he has to do and have the money to do it was Nkrumah. All the presidents have to go and look for funding.
No.
No, these fundings are not fundings.
If you are saying that a creative arts funds, there was no money in there, which of course...
Please, I beg you.
You are talking
don't
about
confuse yourself.
In general. No.
Don't confuse yourself.
That's why I asked you that. If you say you had nothing in the coffers, is it that there was a certain funds made...
Which coffers are we talking of?
You're talking about general. You said
and
general.
I said, look, the only presidents...
But you can't tell me that the NPP inherited nothing.
I beg you, listen.
Even if
please.
They did...
Oh, okay, I see your confusion here. Let me explain.
That is where you went.
Let me explain. Keep quiet and let me explain to you.
Okay.
Good. I said, the only president in the history of Ghana who only have to dream of something and is not going to look for funding, shop around for funding, was Nkrumah. That is a fact because he inherited funds. Do you understand? Now, the records are there. I am not saying it. All the presidents have now, you dream of something, even a common gutter, you have to go and look for fund, sometimes loans, to come and do it.
You go for loans to
these loans are the ones that even led to some saloon or something some years ago. It is because they were looking for funding to come and do something.
This is not
yes, and these funds are good. But this
okay, wait, that I said that
you are sitting here.
You were promising. You didn't know how you would get money to fund.
We know. That is why we didn't say that we are going to buy. We said we are going to pursue. But, we were clear of what we are going to do because we know.
Why? When you say we didn't say we are going to buy, but obviously we know.
We said we will pursue.
We know you are going to buy.
Wait. We said we will pursue. We know what we were talking about.
That was the thing is not.
Yes.
Then
and we have pursued.
Then
and as we speak
your
now,
sector minister told us.
Wait, Papa Tobuase.
December.
We are not here to argue. We are here to discuss.
We are also discussing.
And I'm telling you that we said we will pursue.
Yes.
As we speak, we have taken in pursuing it. Funding is key. How do you get the funding? This funding.
How do you get it?
Good. So you took the steps, get the funding source, compare wherever you will get it, the terms and conditions and all that.
Have you gotten the funding?
Yes. And that is why we have started it.
When did you get it?
When we started it. We got it. That is
just a few months ago.
Yes.
So from 2021.
Yes, because you see, because you have not chased these funds before. That is why you are talking like this. But if you happen to be in government and you have to chase funds, you will see that these funds are not also like a 10-key shop that you go in and just get.
When do you intend to finish with the amphitheaters, the 5 that...
No, they don't have a finishing point.
The amphi ones, even the old ones, we've forgotten about it.
The old
amphitheaters that Dr. Awal Mohammed promised us in 2022, December.
Okay.
When are we going to have the 5 of them?
Okay. Like my brother attested, and I have shown you the location.
The foundation.
I've directed you to where the...
Yes.
You do your listeners or your viewers a good service, and I know you are good at that. Send your cameras there.
No, it's something that will...
Yeah.
I'll borrow...
We know the Kumasi one, it's in the foundation.
But Accra one, he has also attested to it that he has seen it.
Kwame, so what
still under construction?
Yes.
3 more.
Construction.
They are all under construction.
Is that
3 more to go? We are in February.
Yes.
When are we... When are we...
Oh, I am not a contractor, I beg you. I'm sitting here, we are discussing...
we likely to have all the 5 before the year ends, before we go for elections?
Yes.
The same thing.
Looking at the rates and the speed at which they are working.
Deputy Minister Mark told us that the Kumasi one will be complete last year, July.
Okay.
By July, he had not started.
I know that Honorable Okreku Mante, he has a beautiful house that he built before even taking office. But I don't know him as a contractor.
But he's the minister.
Wait, so whatever he said is based on what the contractor told him. Assurance from the contractors. And in construction, we've seen various constructions that sometimes you get some hindrances here or there, and it delays things. It happens. So if it has delayed, for me, I am happy that at least we pursued. We said we are going to pursue 10.
But you've not fully delivered on your promise. But
we said we will pursue. We will build 10. We've pursued. And now we've got some on the grounds going.
So
you don't
if you are scoring yourself regarding the theaters, what should be your score for yourself?
I'll score 100.
Okay, Kwame.
When you've
Kwame.
not finished with the theater.
Kwame.
How can get a theater come and put them bam when you don't construct
That's what I'm
it?
saying. That's what I'm saying. That we'll pursue. We'll also pursue.
You can choose not to see the progress. That is your own decision.
Uncle So, let's move on. Let's move on to the next one that we have over here.
We are here and you don't even give us water, even common water. You didn't. Haven't you failed? Your show, common water. As I'm sitting here, I'm feeling thirsty. Common water. That's every show provides. You don't provide. And you say, are you a successful show?
Did you ask for?
The economy is hard.
Do I need to ask? Do I need to ask?
Uncle So, the economy is hard.
Do I need to ask before you put water on the table?
We didn't request that you want water.
We are human beings and we are speaking. Do we need to ask for common water?
We are pursuing the water.
You are pursuing the water, okay.
Come leave them. See, now let's move on to the next one. We'll try and get
So you failed.
Communicator who is...
So you failed.
Which one?
Your producer and you as the host, you failed.
No, we are following...
Can I say that?
Following your
but
model.
at least we are having a conversation. But the fact that there's no water here, can I say that you failed? You are calling him.
We'll get to water, don't worry. I know
what
why he's requesting.
When you were in Kofodia,
I know.
And you were doing even radio, were you not providing water? When you were in Kofodia and you were doing even radio, where you don't see, you were not even providing water. Look at your table.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's move on.
No, you are coming to judge somebody. Look at the pot calling the kettle black.
All your promises, they are here.
Yeah.
You've not promised anybody water, so...
You've not promised water.
So Kwame, give me a minute. Let me go.
You've not promised anybody water.
Kwame.
So if I choke right now, what happens?
We will give you water.
So Kofi Tonto is the national communications team member for the NPP. He speaks on these issues that Bawumia has raised. Let me find out from him a few things. Kofi, good morning. Hello, good morning. Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you. A very good morning to you.
I can hardly hear. I don't know what's happening, but I can hardly hear.
Is it better now?
It's better now. Thanks for your time. I'm grateful.
Equally grateful for the opportunity, sir.
Great. Thank you. So we want to find out a few things. We're making analysis of what was said 8 years ago, what was said in 2020 when the NPP came into office and all of that. But I want us to dwell on what His Excellency Dr. Bawumia stated that he wants to do for the creative arts industry. In general, what's the general perception about the things he wants to do for the industry? Are you hearing any of the industry people make comments about them?
Well, before His Excellency made a comment on that issue, he met with some creative people. Remember when he was speaking, he said that his vision is premised on his own thinking and then also through consultation. If you go back to what he said, he said that my vision is premised on my thinking and consultation. So he engaged some stakeholders to sort of glean out what is important to them. One of the things that really stood out for him with the creative sector was the issue of streaming. The creative sector was saying that, of course, right now you can't sell DVD, you can't sell all of these things. So the modern way of getting revenue is to be able to stream your content. As it stands, if you have to stream your content, you have to maybe put it on YouTube or some other platform and then generate revenue through, what do you call it, advertisement, etc. So I think the creative sector is looking for its own indigenous way or indigenous solution when it comes to streaming. So streaming is one of the things that he aims to do for the creative sector. The other thing that he spoke about was access to, you see, when you are trying to expand the creative sector, you need to have a welcoming society where other creatives, collaborations, etc. can easily happen. So he spoke about, and that also ties in very well with the tourism sector. So he spoke about the bit about giving access to people to be able to get visa on arrival, etc. So he gave a few things that he wants to focus on when it comes to the creative sector, based on his own thinking and then also on the consultations he had.
Very well. So my major concern will be the execution of some of the things that he mentioned. If we check the NPP manifesto, and I don't want us to go back into the driver and the driver's mate conversation, because then again it's going to erupt another issue, side of the story that we don't want to go into. But if he is giving the mandate, what is he going to be doing? Because these things that he mentioned all comes with funds. You need to be able to have available funds to be able to do so. What is the main thing he's going to be doing to ensure that he's able to raise funds to make sure he executes these things he's mentioned?
I think another pillar of his speech is the government running away from capital expenditure. And then also running away from making expenditure, direct expenditure on some infrastructure, either digital or physical. So he enumerated the bit about moving roads, construction, hospitals, schools, etc., and giving it to the private sector, hoping to free up about 3% of our GDP of fiscal space. So the same approach is going to be used for the private sector. The government is not going to use its own money to do the streaming. The government's purpose would be to create the environment, give the requisite platform and environment for private sector to lead this engagement. So it's not the government going to take its funding to do the streaming. It's going to rather be the conduit or the intermediary to assist the private sector to be able to create these platforms for them. And so if you go through the speech, he makes a big emphasis on utilizing the private sector as the engine of growth. And he even made one comment about shifting from social intervention, because we made tremendous investment in that space, and then moving to creating modern jobs, IT jobs, training our youth to be in the digital space and vocational space. These are all the underpinnings for you to be able to create the right environment for sectors like the creative sector to succeed.
Very well. Kofi, thanks a lot for making time for us this morning. We appreciate the clarity you've given to us here on the show. I'm grateful.
All right, thank you very much.
Great. That's Kofi Tonto as part of the NPP communications team, speaks for the vice president on some of the issues that he enumerated in terms of the creative arts and other things. Now, let it be said on record that Socrates Safo requested for water, and gladly so, he has his water now. It's not like we didn't have the water. We have the water, but you need to make a request. Now, what happens is, now this is it. On the morning show, even on the news flash that we have the politicians come through, everybody drinks tea before they leave here. So it's not something that is not done. It is done. But then you need to request someone coffee, someone Milo, someone this and that. So on a record, we appreciate people who come on this show and we treat them nice. We even give juice. Sometimes we give eggs. I mean, you need to request. That's all. Uncle Sok.
They should learn from us.
You see, you can't even say yes or no to your things you do. We have given you a
promptly
yes.
Delivered.
You can't even deliver common promises you make.
Delivered.
You are saying,
we didn't pursue it. We're not pursuing it. No. Delivered.
You want to deal with us. You go. Again.
I forgive you. I forgive you. You see, these are my bodies.
But Uncle Sok,
so guys.
Now let's move into some of the things that Bawumia said. He mentioned digital platforms. He mentioned tax incentives. He also mentioned e-visa and all of that. Yeah. Which of these things do you think, from where you said, that will be able to execute it if it comes into power? Because all these things need money.
Let me put something on record. That what happened last, was it, when?
3 days ago.
3 days ago, was not a manifesto.
Vision.
Yes.
For someone who wants to be a president.
Yes. They are now going to work on the manifesto.
Exactly.
Which will come with details. Yes. So for me, I would say that let us treat it as it is, that these are his visions. Example, you can't tell me that tax is not a challenge for the creatives. I've seen many creatives. I remember I got a call from Stoneboy around 3 a.m. when tax people were chasing him for a show that he did. And like, he finished the show, and instead of thinking of the losses and whatever, tax people were also on him. And he called me like, we were sharing 3 a.m. that I saw his call. And we were discussing this. Shatta, I've also discussed with him. All these top artists, for some strange reasons, they will all call you. Let's talk about the comedians. They also call Lexi. I have to take Lexi to the, GRA office. And sometimes you see, if you are in our space, you understand how it affects us. About a month ago, I I was on Peace FM, and I even said it there. I was with the GRA office at the space part, Abusuokai.
Okay.
That is where the lady who handles events, that's where her office is, Madame Beatrice, beautiful lady. Because I went there to sit with them, and we had a discussion on the challenges. And to be honest with you, they also attested to it that, okay, they don't understand our space. The fact that we do events and even give free tickets and all that, they don't understand it. Except for them, they only count the tickets. So we had a lengthy discussion. And I told them that, okay, don't worry, I will pass your challenges on. Because they also expressed their challenge. Because they've been given a mandate, go and collect. And
we want to see results.
Yeah, they want to see results. So, like Mr. Tonto said, that's all these things. We had a meeting with the vice. We expressed our, we gave...
So you were part of those who met him?
Unofficially, yes. Okay, we had a meeting.
Okay, so Chris was part of those who went...
No. I said, oh, please, let's put it in the right. I said, okay, we had a meeting. So,
but that's exactly what I also said. It was a consultation.
Okay, let's move.
Okay.
So these are some of the challenges that a listening leader picks and works on. So, but at the right time when the manifesto comes, you will see broad...
So these are things you personally believe in?
Oh, yeah. And call George Quay. The last person who even cried to me was George Quay about his... the
event.
The amount of money that he has to cough up to pay taxes when he has not even finished paying for logistics and all that. But for the GRA, they come there and they have to take it.
And this is the sector the ministry or the government doesn't even support.
To some extent, yes.
Yeah, to some large extent.
Yes.
Doesn't even support.
At least, I heard something that I am so happy about, that this is somebody who understands the challenge. And you see, it doesn't go only to the arts. He extended to other sectors. Yes. About tax, he said we are going to wipe up the old system and those who owe and GRA back and forth and calculations
tax
and all
amnesty.
that. Yes, we are going to give tax amnesty, and let's start from a clean slate. And at least let's give a flat rate. For me, if every musician is to pay X amount, let's say 1,000 cedis a year, category A artists who takes about 40 or 100,000. Yeah, you are category A. Every year you are paying 1,000 cedis flat. Category B is paying 50 cedis, 500 cedis.
Which makes
Category C will pay 200 a year as a Ghanaian. For me, calculate how many artists, even musicians, that we have in the country. And if you pay this, it qualifies you to be a professional. Do you understand?
It also gives you the opportunity to table your concerns to the government.
Yes.
And expect
yes.
that they'll be worked on because
good.
Again, you're paying
and
taxes.
You see, if you know how governance is, sometimes the taxes you harness from your sector is what they tabulate and give it back to you.
That's what I'm saying. So
yes.
Then again, now you have a cause to complain.
Good. But as the system is now, we don't have a structure that's even make most of our people even pay taxes. But if we have this flat rate as a Ghanaian with your Ghana card and you say that you are a musician.
They pay taxes in various ways.
Yes, I know, but directly as a musician. And I'm telling you the challenges they do face, which is real. So we are talking about real pragmatic solutions now. So if every artist is to pay X amount flat, at least for me, based on their categories, and that will also enable you to be...
Even if in the year the artist has not gotten any revenue.
Well, then again, that is also, the devil will be in the details when it gets there.
Then
but you see, these are some issues that can be out that look.
Because you know most of these artists get their monies basically from events, from shows. Yeah. And if throughout the year the artist hasn't mounted a stage to perform, where is she going to, or he going to get the money from?
Good.
You understand?
So maybe Socrates is thinking about those who do their own shows.
Events.
Their own events.
Not just events, but as an artist, at least once you are a professional, you should pay. But at the end,
that would be difficult.
That would be difficult.
I was thinking that way.
But if you've not worked, and you go to GRA and you tell them that, oh, the whole year I've not worked. So
there should be a room for that explanation.
What I am even saying is that the artist pays taxes in various forms. In various forms.
But how about income tax?
And that is where I may agree with you. But even with that...
So we are talking about income tax. We are not talking about buying things from the shops and paying taxes on them.
Yeah.
Do you understand? We are talking about direct income.
It looks very complicated. I think you need to sit down.
No, it's not complicated because, like you are saying, if by the close of the year I have not worked and I can prove that I have not worked, fine. But if I'm working and you are an event organizer and you book me and you tell me that I should come and do it for free for you, the moment I'm seen on your stage,
that's also another challenge.
Yeah, so event organizers will now take artists serious. Do you understand? You know that the moment
the person is going to pay tax.
The
whatever
person
I'm owing you, I have to make sure you get it. So you can also pay your tax.
So this will create. When I had the meeting with the GRA people, honestly, it came up, and if we do it well, I'm telling you, it will streamline the industry. That now we will have proper professionals having the opportunity to earn. We will not have a situation where when a professional is negotiating for something, quote unquote, unprofessional or amateur, which is the right word. Somebody who is just amateur will now come and say that, oh, make me a free. Because you know the moment you put the person on stage and it is a commercial event, let's treat it commercial, and it will bring some seriousness on the industry. So for me, I'm so happy that this thing pop up here. Yeah.
Kwame.
So do you all agree?
Agree to what?
What we just discussed.
No, we are speaking.
We are not here just to speak.
No, but that's the question I'm going to be asking.
Yeah,
the viewers are paying attention, so they'll make the...
No, but we are here. So, but you, Kwame, you agree?
I don't need to agree with you.
You need to. Oh, come on. We are having a discussion.
Kwame, so this is what I want to find out from you. We've seen the records from past promises. Yeah. And we're seeing what he intends to do. From what you saw in terms of unfulfilled promises.
Which of them haven't we fulfilled?
No, Uncle Sol.
No, Kwame, talk of the streaming platform. We know what Rexoma did to the streaming.
So what?
Rexoma, he's on record. When Okreku Mante called him, when Okreku Mante called him for them to go and do the last meeting after several meetings, what did he say? He is on record to have said that at that moment there was going to be elections, so he didn't go. He's on record.
So you're blaming Rexoma for that?
I'm not saying. So if you say we haven't done anything, all the records there.
So the blame should go
we're not saying you have not done anything.
Yeah, promises. Some have derailed. When Okreku Mante came out to say that we are going to build... When Okreku Mante announced in Kumasi that we are going to build these studios,
I think what you are doing,
was it not the same? No, was it not the same creative people, musicians, who said that we don't need these studios?
These are unfulfilled promises. A lot of them, you've not fulfilled them.
Wait, Masa.
Even with a
if I come out to say that we are going to do, I ask for water.
They were promised in the manifesto, 2020 manifesto. This same streaming platforms promises.
Yes.
It's a repetition.
It's been there.
Yes, because we repeated it because we know that we have not done it. So we are looking.
We agree.
Yes.
You don't want to bypass and then bring any new.
Yes.
So because you've not done it, you are bringing it.
Yes.
And
I told you, say. Because I told you, say. Like this water.
We are not saying
wait. This water is not. You just explain that. Oh, I should have asked. That doesn't mean you don't have water.
And we didn't say
you just send somebody to the woman there to go and buy.
We're not saying you've done nothing.
Do you understand?
All we're saying is you've not fulfilled most of your promises, and that's a fact.
We've not been able to complete, not fulfill,
and that is it.
Completion is different from unfulfilled. Unfulfilled is what I think that, you have abandoned, you didn't
care. KMJ, with the streaming
but we've started something, and I've given you evidence.
These are people who are complaining about lack of funds. I don't know if they've weighed in on how much it costs to put up a streaming platform for artists. And I don't know if they found out if this is one of the biggest problems of the artist. Because these artists that we have, they have their songs on Spotify, they have songs on AudioMac, on Boomplay, on all these platforms. Have you spoken to them to find out if they have challenges with these platforms? And how different is your platform going to be? A few years ago, we had Aftown. Aftown was quite a different platform because you could just pay. You pay and then you buy the song.
And what happened?
But now, I don't know what's happened.
Aftown is not really active.
Where are they?
For who?
Where are they? It was a private.
Yeah, there were some young guys.
And I'm very sure they were not able to keep up because of how difficult it is to run businesses in this country. So to me personally, I think that I know the MPP is a center-right government. They believe in this whole thing about private and public partnership. And so as a government, they will not be able to run a streaming platform. They can't, as a government, run a streaming. It will collapse. But if they outsource that to a company to handle for them, I believe that may thrive. But even with that, are they going to resource them? Because it's not a joke to run a streaming platform. Theaters no almost how much are they going to?
Please, the thing is going on there. We've pursued, we've got the funding, and we are building.
You said it was difficult to get the funding.
Just like any government.
How easy will it be for you to get money to fund the streaming platform?
At least the theaters is still going on. We are building it. He's been there.
There's a new thing he's mentioning.
No, but he should put it. We are talking to people.
But if you had a lot of money, wouldn't
somebody is getting out of
theaters now? By now, do
you know what it takes to build?
Uncle Sok.
If you are disputing this, then I think it is lack of political will.
Why?
Then it means the money is there, but lack of political will to deliver on the promises. That is why we are here today. Lack of political will. Because you can't promise us about 20 things. Now, at the end of 4 years, you have to tell us you are pursuing,
we have to be going.
You are pursuing them.
We have to end by
4 years, so 4 solid years. What do you mean, see theater? You've not done even one. You're foundation level.
Uncle Sok, we have to go. What's happening with trade fair?
Some doors, but time this.
What's happening with trade fair?
Trade fair. Last time I passed there, I saw work going on there.
Work by the government or a private person?
I don't know who is doing it. That one I can't sit here. But they are doing something there.
But does it still belong to the government?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. So you need to get closer to them.
I think we'll have to find out.
Find out from them. But I know work is going on there. They've started
and what work is going on there? Because we're not too sure what kind of work is going there, if it's for the industry.
But let me say that from where I sit, I can tell you, and I've been trying to drum it home, that all the promises we made, we have touched them. We have not been able to finish. We have had some impediments, some even coming from our own people. Because if you are coming to do something for us, just like this water, and they are bringing it, I say that, I don't like this brand. That doesn't mean that they didn't bring water. Do you understand? They brought it, but I don't like it. Talk of the studios we said we were going to see. I remember Okreku Mante in Kumasi announced it there at a forum for Gamro, and the same people were kicked against it. We tried now, we have to come back, convince them, and just recently, some of them said they now understand that they should have given Okreku Mante the chance to
So are the studios coming?
Yes, we will build it. We will build them. Now
next
the
year.
same people. Wait. I beg you, wait.
Don't. Our time is up. Our time is up.
We
have to go.
So the same people who kicked against it are now saying that they now understand.
So it's something
why,
you will do it.
Yes, something that we will do. The streaming platforms, like I said, we push and push and push. Just last minute, our own people, leaders, and they confess on air, it's on tape, that they kick against it. So if we sit here and we say that government has no, we say we are going to do this and we haven't done it, I think we are not being also fair.
Okay.
It's
all right.
lack of political will.
That will be our conversation for this morning.
Lack of political will.
Like you said, big thank you to
serve
Uncle
people.
Sokrit Safo and Kwame Dazi for coming through this morning here on the show. We're coming back on Monday at 6 a.m. I want you to enjoy your Friday and your weekend as well. And thanks to you for watching. And many thanks to the production team. Yes, there's definitely going to be a part 2 next week. Uncle Sokrit will be coming again here on the show. My name is KMJ, and it's always good good to have you here. Thank you so much. We'll always give you more time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm KMJ, God's Humor on Earth. I'll see you Monday, 6 a.m. Take care.